want to switch the opening song, but I don't. Because this song moves my soul. It does something in my right brain, I think, that reminds me that the greatest hour of my week just passed, and the second greatest hour is right now. And this morning, we have none other than a man named Ryan, and his last name, Brown. Good morning, Ryan Brown.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm really good. And you've been present past podcast as your friend Mr. Evan Lenny was getting baptized. Been up since 3, getting the podcast.
Yeah.
And you were very quiet, obedient, so you know what to expect.
Sure.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about you before we recap this morning's Dawn Patrol.
Okay. I got married last June.
Woo!
Yeah.
To Paige.
Now Brown, but before San Jose.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
Right.
June 23rd.
June 23rd. And how's it been going? First year of marriage?
You know what? It's been a lot easier than people have said. But that's
Really?
Because we have a lot of support from family, friends, things like that.
Easier than people said.
Yeah. Yeah. First year, though.
It's just you and me. You can be honest.
Sure.
Forget the green flashing light. Give us the dirty secrets of the first year of marriage. No, I'm kidding. So our first year was great. We've been 30 now. And there's a bliss. I think there's a holy bliss. Honeymoon means the holy month. Did you know that? It's like a month of just enjoy each other. And then in Israel, the ancients would take the entire year off and travel and get the gifts and meet people. Well, maybe it's 2 years. And before reality sets in. So we'll pray that this blissful year leads to some great years. Because you're both great people.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've known Paige for many, many, many years. Right. How old was she when I met her? 5?
Wow.
Long time. Great
Yeah.
family. Love them. And then what? Married for a year.
Married for a year. So after marriage, right after I got married, and the honeymoon was done, I had a job for a month. Hated it. I quit. I was unemployed for 3 months after that.
That's a great way to start.
Yeah. So
hey, honey, I quit my job.
the season was horrible. Like, I went through a lot, but she was so supportive the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's a good woman.
Yeah, she is. So
You quit your job.
I quit my job.
So if we ask Paige how's the first year, she's got another
She'll have a different answer
thing
for
going.
you.
Yeah, and then now what do you do?
I'm in accounting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you love that?
So far, I do.
Okay.
But I have a great team.
Yeah, that matters. That matters. Great work environment.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. My son just turned 23 yesterday.
Oh,
How
awesome.
long you been 23?
Since March 7th.
I got married at 23. I quit my job the first day back from our honeymoon.
Really?
The first day.
What is it about marriage that makes you want to quit your
Well,
job?
it wasn't so much marriage. It was 2 weeks in the jungle, Jamaica. And then I got back on the freeway in a microbus, 3-window microbus, 1966, two-tone tan and white. I should still have that microbus. Get on the freeway, on the Golden Gate, or Bay Bridge, going to my San Francisco job, and I just went, what am I doing? Came home and made lunch for my wife when she came home for lunch because she worked here in Castro Valley. And she goes, what are you doing home? I said, I just quit my job. Started my landscape business.
Wow.
Which I just wanted to be in shorts and self-employed. And so the only thing that I knew was to garden.
Yeah.
And it turned into a great thing. So hopefully this season will turn into a great thing.
Yes.
Hey, Dawn Patrol this morning. Really called the way, Summer Challenge. We're kicking off the Summer Challenge. Mm-hmm. We are just overviewing a little bit of Proverbs this morning. Great moments. Calling Tony Banks in Houston, who is top-tier security for Steph and Draymond and all those guys.
Amazing.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Getting a little inside locker room action on tonight's game.
Right.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then we brought up a gentleman who, do you remember Johnny? What happened with Johnny?
No, what happened?
With Johnny with the coworker?
Oh, yes. Yeah, the guy who shared. Yeah.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Prayer. God tees it up for you.
Tease it up. Praise for, Lord, have somebody at work. Make me effective at work, spiritually. And she says, go to lunch and tell me about God. Oh, what?
What the?
At church last Sunday. We're giving her Bibles and stuff this coming Sunday.
That's so cool.
Or 2 weeks from now, Sunday. Yeah. Amazing. And then we had Mr. Brown, same last name. Mm-hmm. And what did he do? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, he went to Joshua programs. Basically, you take a gap year, you stay away from technology, all these things, and you're at Hume.
Through Hume, yeah.
You study the Word. You go on a different trips.
For Dominican, Mexico, Watts, L.A., inner city, 3 mission trips, and then a pilgrimage to Israel.
And he memorized like the book of Philippians and quoted like the first chapter for us.
Amazing.
It's crazy.
Hadn't read it over a month. Stood up before us at 6:15 in the morning and did chapter 1.
And you knew he knew it because as soon as he got a little hint, he would
Boom.
go on for the next whatever.
Amazing.
20 verses. Yeah.
Amazing. We just spent 12 weeks in the book of Philippians, so that was amazing. Kind of a neat little exclamation point for us.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. And so we talked about Proverbs. We went into Proverbs 1. We did this 4-thing overview about what wisdom is and how it was viewed as the ancients, and really what lady wisdom is trying to pull us towards. And what did you hear? What did you hear from the Lord?
Sure. Well, I think it was literally like one of the last things you said was just like, start asking questions. God, what do you want me to do? Who do you want me to walk out with? Who do you want me to talk to? And that's just that whole thing of going to God for everything. That's wisdom. And it just starts literally.
That's wisdom.
Yeah.
And that comes from the Proverbs. Man knows his dreams, his direction, which way he wants to go, but the Lord directs the steps.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
He gives us the freedom to dream, Ephesians 3:20. Amazing. We're not going to preach.
No.
We already did it. And thanks for encouraging me. We wasted an hour because one of the last things I said, finally God showed up. But go ahead and dream, Ephesians 3:20, dream, and watch that I'll outdo those dreams.
Yeah.
He encourages us to be creative and to dream and to reach. Then he directs the steps towards those dreams.
And Johnny was a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Just like the one.
What's that mean for you? Ryan Brown, 23 years old, first year of marriage. What kind of dreams do you have, and how will you look towards how God will direct the steps?
I would say for me, definitely I wanted to be the provider, and God shattered that right off the bat. Said, no, you're going to trust me throughout every season. So being unemployed for 3 months for me was it changed my life.
Sure.
Yeah. And
that's for a man, it's humbling.
It is. And it really gave me humble pie that I needed. And it was just like, okay, God, like I want to follow you. I want to provide for my family, but I want to do it whatever that looks like for you. And so, I had a couple of horrible interviews, and then with this opportunity, I'm able to work from home a little bit. So it frees me up. I can go to Dawn Patrol.
Oh, wow.
I could plug into church ministry.
Yeah.
It's great. And
God
set
finances
that up.
and manna.
And finances and manna, yeah. Because my previous job, it was like I was gone 11 hours a day. And it was
really?
It was crazy. Like I'd wake up at like 6,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't come home. I wouldn't be home until like 6:30.
Right.
And it was like I'd go to bed.
There's no way to start a marriage.
No. So it's just really, we have these dreams, but God's the one who will make them happen, and usually it's not.
So how will you? Again, the recap really is what will we do, and that's that. What's the bottom of the half sheet is what's the one thing you'll do different today? How will you look for Him to guide those steps? Great example at work. First quit the job. He guided you to this new job. Took you through a season of misery, which we learned at the men's retreat. First night, Jesus comes to town and He breaks stuff.
Oh, He wrecks things.
He wrecks things. Amazing from His birth on. He's born, the family's wrecked, has to migrate into Egypt to avoid death, and thousands of babies are killed because this Messiah was born. Herod starts killing babies, wrecks stuff, so that he can build stuff.
Right.
And so He's building now you. But what will you do, the one thing different today, because of the reminder that He wants to guide your steps?
Oh man, that's a great question. I think a great step in the right direction is taking on the summer challenge. I have a couple of guys that I want to try to do it with, be accountable to. And so for me, that's something I haven't really done before.
Really?
Just doing that. Yeah. Going
That's
through
a
Proverbs,
great step.
A couple of guys. Yeah.
I didn't go through Proverbs a day maybe until I was 42 years old, and here you are at 23. That's a great step.
Yeah.
YouTube people at home and podcast people, the summer challenge is a chapter of Proverbs a day keeps the dumb stuff of summer away.
Yeah.
We have these little booklets, and the little booklets you can get at Dawn Patrol or Dust Patrol while they last, and it's the Men 3 Crosses Summer Challenge. And it's really easy. You don't need the booklet. And it's like, hey, here's the date, here's the chapter. So today we went into Proverbs 16. And then read today's chapter, Proverbs, handwrite one verse that spoke to you. And then what will you do different today as a result? And then you share that with a group of guys.
Yeah.
Once a week you get together. What was a great day? What was a great day in the week?
Yeah.
And that's a challenge. And watch what God does. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and every day you'll get a 3 to 4 minute video of a guy doing the challenge what he heard, how he's going to apply it, just to remind you that you're not alone in this deal.
Yeah.
And then we're going to continue with the Wednesday podcast, interviewing guys that are in the challenge. And so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
good.
it's just, I want to do that. And just like you said, just watch.
Yeah.
See what God does.
Yeah. All summer, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
3 months. You had 3 months of a desert and now 3 months of Proverbs, wisdom. Who are you going to invite?
Well, Evan is one of them.
Evan, does he know?
We haven't talked about it yet. But
Evan, if you're listening to the podcast, he's inviting you into his group to do the summer challenge.
Yes, you're invited.
Who else?
My brother-in-law, Anthony, that you've met.
Okay, Anthony, is he in town?
Yeah. I mean, he lives across the street from me.
Oh.
Yeah. So we actually
Wow.
hang out all the time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we want to keep Dawn Patrol going. He's been coming.
Anthony has?
Yeah, he's been coming consistently. He got a new job, which frees him up to show up.
Introduce me next Wednesday.
No, you've met him at the table. That was my brother-in-law.
Oh, that's Anthony.
That's Anthony. It's my oldest sister's husband.
I was thinking the San Jose side.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony's a great guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sweet. And then anybody else?
Well, so far it's just them, but I'm open.
I mean, why wouldn't you invite a guy like Kyle? He's not doing nothing all summer.
Yeah, Kyle, you're more than welcome to join us.
Our producer and extraordinaire of everything,
Yeah.
Mr. Kyle.
No, I'm glad you said that though, because it's easy to pick people you're close to.
Right? You got to pick somebody different.
Yeah.
Because we learn from the guys that annoy us. We really do.
That's true.
Because there's things that they teach us, and what our tendency is to invite guys that are just like us. And that's what's like. I love when the Lord says, these guys here, I'm going to call these guys, and we want to do something globally for an eternity. And he picks these 12 guys that have literally not much in common, all walks of life, and they fight.
Yeah.
They argue, and they push and pull, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's why I work with Kyle. I mean, I really don't like the guy. He's got his headset on. He's off the deal. He can't say nothing. I love it. He can't hold the mic. I love you, Kyle. So, but you have to surround ourselves with guys that will teach us some things.
Yeah.
And typically I've learned 54 years of living that the guys that annoy me, it's because they remind me of something I don't like in myself. And so I think it's very powerful. In our Timothy discipleship experience, we always try to pick guys that are different, younger, older, different backgrounds, different spiritual walks, because we learn. So let's do a list right here to teach the kiddies at home how to pick guys that you're going to do the summer challenge with.
Okay.
Who pops up in your head, not that annoys you, but that's different than you, that you think might challenge you or encourage you. Look around at the flannel table, look around at Dawn Patrol, all these guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wisdom in that room. A lot of wisdom in that room.
Right. Shoot.
This is right on the spot, right here, right now.
Am I dropping names right now?
You're dropping names. If they listen to the podcast, this would be an invite.
This would be an invite.
Yeah, what? Well, or you're just praying about it.
I'm praying about it.
You're just praying about it.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm praying about it. I don't know if I could drop names right now.
Okay.
There's a guy in my head right now. I'm not going to say it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young guy or old guy?
Old guy.
Okay, good. And
Lonely guy. Doesn't have a lot of people.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to put old lonely guy.
Yes.
And he doesn't have a stiff neck because he was there this morning.
Right.
He's a learner.
Doesn't have a stiff neck at all. Yeah.
I love that.
Super awesome
So
guy.
good. We're going to pray for the old guy that's alone.
I'll drop names with you offline.
Okay.
For now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's wise.
Yeah.
That's wisdom. Look at you.
Thanks.
All right. 2 weeks in the book of Proverbs. And so we learned 4 things real quick in closing. We learned that it's always been there the whole time. Wisdom's been there since the foundation of the earth. Mm-hmm. She is a woman, and she invites to do life with us. And we're aligning ourselves with the way things have always been from the beginning. That's amazing. She wants to help. That's a great reminder. Mm-hmm. And the fear of the Lord is the foundation of that. And there's a flip side. And there's a flip side to wisdom. And that is that most guys are stiff-necked. And they just won't bend. They won't go the way of wisdom.
Right.
And that's kind of wild. That's kind of a shame. Can you see a time in your life when you've been stiff-necked?
Oh, totally.
Stubborn?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unteachable?
It's every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I
really?
always have these moments where it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's cool.
Yeah. But like specifically high school was big. I always had a stiff neck. Did a lot of things.
Yeah, thought you had it figured out.
Yeah, and I just did a lot of things that was just damaging my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I was blind to it because that was all I knew. So,
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Bro, Ryan, what is something, so you're going to look at the challenge, and what is something that you are expecting you're going to do it? What do you expect from the summer challenge? What do you expect September 1? Because, that would be a dream.
Right.
And see, the Lord will direct your steps towards that if it's in his will?
Well, now that you've kind of encouraged me to reach out to other people outside of the 2 guys I had, I'm hoping to get a little taste of what you just talked about, having a group of guys. We all believe in Jesus, but we come from different walks of life, and just learning how to be a brother to someone who I'm not used to being around. I want to learn that.
Learning to be a bro. Learning to be a good brother.
Yeah, just regardless of who the other person is.
Yes.
And how annoying they may be.
How to come alongside a brother to sharpen.
Yeah.
And to be sharpened.
Yeah.
That's called discipleship. That's called how we're to live.
Right.
That is fantastic. So today you're going to say, I'm going to take steps. This is what I'm going to do because of the wisdom from today. Is the steps I'm going to take is get involved in the summer challenge and invite some guys into the community. And your expectation of what you're going to hopefully learn in 12 weeks is how to be a better brother in a better community.
Right, right. And just so you know, I'm not, the guy I have in mind isn't annoying. We just talk like that, but yeah, he's not.
No, there's no annoying people in the room.
Right.
Not one. We're all different.
Yeah, we're all different. Exactly.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I know that. You've been around me long enough. And anybody listening to this podcast knows that we're all annoying.
Yes.
There's nobody more annoying than me.
Oh, yeah. My wife tells me that all the time. So.
Oh, really? At 1 year of marriage?
Yeah.
So you quit your job and she goes, that is so annoying.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
Ryan, you're a great man. I'm so glad that you got to park here for 15 minutes with us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm really glad that you're sojourning with us. You're at Dawn Patrol faithfully. You're engaged. You're bringing people. And what I like is I wish I would have learned at 23 what you're learning. And that is to humble myself, seek wisdom, seek the Lord in this beautiful thing called life he's given you. It's all we have.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank you. You too.
See you next week. 2 weeks to sign up early for the men's reset, the men's retreat. Email Kyle@threecrosses.org if you want to take advantage of that. Go online, click, threecrosses.org. Men, sign up for next year's men's reset. That ain't all.